actually, we practiced in the middle of the day, and there you see the number 2 of Bruce go around in turns 1 and 2. That's what has brought out this first caution of the day here in the 250 lap race. But on this racetrack, all of a sudden you just saw a billow of smoke just come from the left front. In fact, let's take a look. Oh, just as we do that, Sheldon Creed, your point leader, 177 laps into this one, goes around in turn number 4 to bring out the caution once again.
4th caution of the day, and Sheldon Creed, the last driver you would expect with the great run he's had this season, to come to the shortest track and have this many issues in this race. Got a lap down, got the lucky dog, and here we see him spinning. It looked like a little turf there, something flying up the racetrack. Hope it's nothing serious on that number 28 United Rentals Toyota. We see a lot of debris now being spit about after that spin.
Not that he wants to be a bride, okay, but he wants to win a race. Contact between the 20 and the 8. Chandler Smith goes around in turn 1.
Purdy was not going to give up that lead position. He gave him the inside line and decided better. They made contact as Purdy was trying to position himself to chop down and get that lead position into turn 1. Smith, however, I think was too far up on his quarter and cost it there.
Definitely aggressive driving there, honestly, by both drivers, but Chandler Smith sent it, and it bit him in turn number 1.
Purdy again had a really close call a couple laps ago trying to
race Super Series at Watermelon Capital Speedway in Georgia to begin the year. There's the aftermath of what shook down for the 20 of Chandler Smith. You can see there was some contact, and
there's
here's
the corner
a good
entry,
view from the JBL camera, and honestly,
Chandler sailed it in there. He was way off the bottom.
He did. Chase Purdy tried to cut down on him on entry, but by that time, Chandler was already there. The two made a little contact. Like you said, good, hard, aggressive racing, but the victim was Chandler Smith.
Purdy's car is up
yellow
in flames.
Flag. Purdy, flames. We caught that from our vantage point here in the booth. Chase Purdy climbing out of the race car very quickly.
A big plume of fire out the back of the number 8 car. Glad to see Chase is out and okay.
There was contact, though, between he and another race car. Let's take a look at it here. And there you see Chase Purdy go up in flames here late in the race. And then I think everybody didn't know where they were going, and somebody made contact with the back end of that Bama Buggies machine.
Yeah, it went up off of turn number 2. He tried to slow it down as fast as he could there. Yep.
Oh. That was a hard hit there by the kid from Long Island, Eddie Thatcher, into the back of Chase Purdy's car. Now that was interesting. I don't think I've seen something like that in a very long time.
Her car. Oh, Gus Dean is around.
The pole sitter running in 4th. Gus Dean has spun.
See Gus trying to get that car refired. He's recycling the switches right now to refire. Remember, these are fuel-injected engines. You see him get it fired.
And we have gone yellow. Here's a look again.
Just got loose getting in the corner. Boy, Gus does a nice job keeping that car out of the safer barrier, both inside and outside. Take a look from Riley Herbst on board. You can see the smoke up ahead.
And then you can't see much else.
Then you can't see hardly anything.
Oh, boy.
Lost both those spots. Ooh, hard contact between turns 2 and 3. You see a car top of your screen up against the outside wall.
That is a big hit.
Cannot tell right now who that is over there.
Longer section between the headlights down to the front bumper. There's actually 2 panels.
Tommy Vi Jr., I see him spun on the racetrack, and that will bring out the yellow flag just 2 laps prior to the halfway point.
Get a report that the driver 8, Chase Purdy, has been examined and released, and they feel that an oil line caused the issue, not the motor going away.
Bad break for Tommy Vi on the Springfield dirt here today. Christian Eckes still your leader over Sheldon Creed and Gus Dean. A lot of racing still to go. Difference between Christian Eckes and Sheldon Creed was 1.4 seconds, and it's evaporated completely. But it's also evaporated because now we're under caution for Brian Doza, who spins again up in turn number 4. So just as we're about to talk about the battle for the lead, getting really good here at the Illinois State Fairgrounds. The Logan Seavey in the Craftsman 20.
Riley Herbst listening to everything being told by Justin Allgaier, Springfield, Illinois native, trying to get position in. Now he's going to lose a bunch. Way too hard into turn 3 and going around.
Herbst loops it up there in the corner. That will bring out the caution flag once again. Joe Cooksey involved in that number 3, as is the 57 of Brian Doza. I talked to Riley Herbst, you did as well, and last year was just a tough deal for him, a big wreck. But here he's pushing it hard, goes to the outside, kind of follows the line that Travis Braden was doing, and just over-rotates it up in the fluff, in that loose stuff in the corner, and spins it out.
Sheer momentum, Bob, really got him in that position. He had
Involved in a mishap up in turns 1 and 2, Tommy Vi Jr. in the 10 among them, as well as Brian Doza. So the caution flies, I think, just when Christian Eckes did not want to see it.
Backstretch 48 goes around.
Yeah. Brad Smith spinning down the backstretch.
Smith spins around at lap 126.
And that will put us over the caution for the second time here this evening.
So now the question is, does anybody stop and take gas, or did they do anything, or did they gamble, or did we take tires again thinking we might stay green? What do you do here?
Well, I don't think that they will come down just for fuel. They should be able to make it the rest of the way on fuel. The question is, did Christian Eckes take 2 or 4 tires on that first stop? He came in.
Which allowed to get him out quicker,
He
right?
came in back in the 4th or 5th position and came out way ahead. So I'm going to say he gambled and took 2. Everybody else took 4. So now, if we come back and take 4 tires, Christian will still have the advantage with a little bit.
Eckes should be done with pit stops for the day, unless something unforeseen happens, and we'll see if he can hang on to it for another 60.
Some big contact right there. Chandler Smith into the side of Sheldon Creed. He's going to get turned sideways right here at the start-finish line. Everybody doing a great job to avoid Chandler Smith, but that battle for 3rd position went haywire. Chandler Smith banged off the driver's side door of Sheldon Creed. Got her turned sideways. Ooh, he hit that drain down there on the bottom of the front straightaway. Did a little hop right there in that number 20 Craftsman Toyota, but Chandler Smith going to spin to bring out the 3rd caution flag of the evening. Now, Chandler's a driver that's got some tires remaining down in the pits, but I believe he only has those 2 tires down there.
Well, you assume he's going to take them now, seeing he was the caution flag, and he probably did some, at least a little bit of flat spot into those tires. You imagine now is the time he's going to play here.
And look at this contact right there, boom. And actually, it looked like that right front tire made contact with the car of Sheldon Creed and kind of took the steering wheel out of his hands almost.
Kind of just zipped it.
That's right. Here's a
again
great view right here from the inside. There's Chandler Smith coming right at you. Look at everybody to the top side of the racetrack there. Brad Smith doing a wide battle for position off into turns 3 and 4. Matt, that doesn't work too often right there.
Especially not with these ARCA cars, especially.
We've got Riley Herbst sideways over there in turn 3.
Yep.
And that will bring out the caution flag for the 4th time here tonight.
Well, much like we've seen here before, we went 120, 130 with almost nothing, and now Mr. Caution Flag appears again at lap 153.
A little spotty yellow fever here in the Primera Plastics 200. Well, I think this is the caution flag that Zane Smith was looking for. Finally, the caution flag Zane Smith was looking for.
Well, this is going to be it. Let's watch the replay here, see exactly what happened. Oh.
Like he just got in there a little hard.
The all by myself trick. So Riley Herbst.
Hocevar rounding out your top 5. Hocevar now feeling some pressure from Riley Herbst. He's going to get a tap. Hocevar is going to go around in turns 3 and 4. That will bring out the caution flag yet again.
Yep, so he got bumped. Now Hocevar, I don't think, still has 2 tires to take possibly. I think he's only pitted once. We'll find out.
If he has tires down in the pits, that may be his saving grace here tonight, but I actually do believe he did come down.
You could be
both
right.
times.
There's one way to find out. If he goes down and takes
now,
tires.
that's not to say that he can't put tires on that he's already taken off, as we got to look at the instant replay here, that camera over in turns 3 and 4, and there you see Riley Herbst.
Just a little contact.
Getting into him just a little bit there. As we said, getting a little more intense, that action out of the racetrack, a little more take and a little less give at this point in the race. There's some contact right there in the battle for that 3rd position. Chase Purdy and Zane Smith got together, and right behind them, there you see Carson Hocevar getting turned sideways. And And boy, Chandler Smith.
Contact in 3 and 4.
Big contact.
Cars into the wall. Everybody checks up. And wow.
Chase Purdy and Riley Herbst involved
Yeah.
over in turns 3 and 4. That was a battle for the 3rd position. Second time Riley Herbst has made some contact with someone going off into turns 3 and 4 in the last 10 laps. Riley getting a little aggressive as we come into the final stages here in the Primera Plastics 200.
So those two cars who had been running 3rd and 4th will now be 7th and 8th. So that'll move everybody up.
Great. Look at the replay here, Matt, and
We were watching it.
there you see that battle for 3rd, and
Boom.
looks like Riley just got to the bottom of the racetrack. Those left side tires to the bottom. Looks like he clipped the dirt and drifted up the racetrack. Chase Purdy was there, and they both went around. Nope, didn't get down to that bottom side of the racetrack. Just drifted up a little bit. Good camera work right there. Graff is there. He's going to get to the back bumper. Chandler Smith isn't around. Joe Graff Jr. will take the lead and come to the checkered flag. Joe Graff Jr. A couple of lap cars there. There's the two leaders, and there he goes. He got him. Chandler Smith going around. Joe Graff Jr. thought he was coming to the checkered, and instead Denise Engel waved the yellow flag that locked down scoring. And that there's another shot of this action down in turns 3 and 4. And Joe Graff, he was very aggressive going into turns.
He had to run. He had to go for it, and unfortunately,
that was his only shot. And unfortunately, Chandler Smith went around. So Joe Graff Jr. will take the lead. Zane Smith will hold on to 2nd. We will have a 1-lap dash for cash here in the Primera Plastics 200. Can Joe...
Whoa, Joe Graff Jr. Whoa, Creed went way up high, so avoid him. Whoa. Unzinger. Ryan Unzinger. Nice avoidance too. That's going to be a caution. Alright, but at the bright side for Joe Graff Jr., the roof lap did its job right there. Oh, it crashed. Oh my god, the right side of the tires were in the air. He could have flipped. I mean, don't they have a backstretch camera at least? No? Okay, cool. Herbs in 2nd. Go, Riley Herbs, go. Oh, Joe Graff Jr. again. I think he's killed. I think he's actually killed this time. And once again, the roof flaps did his job. I can take out. Bro! Really, MAVTV? Come on, man. Piss off. Alright. What happened? Oh, Zane Smith got into the back of him. Oh, but this don't look good. The front tires were in the air. It could have flipped. That's another driver that could have flipped. Oh my god, there goes. What is that? Go for the 06. Oh no, she's spinning! I don't think the 06 touched her. Oh man, I know it's Monday now. Decker spins again. Oh! Oh! Brady gets taken out! Oh! Wow, what the hell just happened? 1 minute he was leading, and his CV gently bumps him, and the next thing you know, he gets wrecked by Chase Purdy. What about the view from turn 1? I don't know about Deckers. Wow. A lot happened. Whoa, the 16. Oh God, Decker. Woo. Oh my God. The 16 was doing that all day, but now it's just spinning loose. Eckes didn't hit him, thank God. Zane Smith avoided him, thank God. Decker, oh my God, I was hoping Decker would. Oh, Unzinger spinning. Oh, there he goes. Oh. Another one. I thought he was gonna come back down to the field and cause a pile up in turn one. Turn one's always treacherous here when it comes to starts and restarts. Holy crap, Eckes. Look at the 16. Look at that. At that moment, I thought he was gonna go down on the field. Oh my God. The treacherous turn one at DuQuoin continues. Wow.
And it is yellow, and that's the number 10 of Tyler Hill, making his 4th ARCA start all this season. He goes around. How much damage does he have? For a long while. Here's one more look. Tyler Hill going around, keeps it off the wall. Fresh General Tires, and he'll get a chance to restart coming up.
Harrison Burton with trouble.
Travis Braden, hard into the wall, goes around. Is everybody going to clear him? And did anyone else make contact? Caution number 3, a third of the way through, and it does include Joe Kraft Jr., a winner at Berlin just about a month plus ago.
Caught just a glimpse of those two tangle up together, and you can see the tire mark on the side of the 27 of Travis Braden. Travis Braden came in here completing almost 98% of the laps run so far in the 19 races, but looks like it may end early for him here today.
And he had a chance to wrap up the S&S Volvo Labs Completed Award. If he would have just, I think it was finished 72, would have clinched it. But now if Sheldon Creed finishes the race, he's also going to collect that award as well.
Yeah, I think this may be terminal for Travis Braden. He certainly thinks it's terminal because he has the window net down and he's in the process of taking the helmet off.
All right, let's see what happened here.
You see the 77 right side of your screen is into the back of the 27. Don't know if maybe the 27 didn't get loose first. That's going to force the 77 up into the outside wall as well as the 27.
Let's see what we can see from Gus Dean's on board.
It looks like the 77 may have been trying to get under the 27 of Travis Braden. There wasn't any room, and he may have just gotten to the...
For the near term, what's next is we see one go around. The 68 of Kevin Hinkle sliding through the grass with damage on the front end. 4th caution of the night at Kansas.
Kevin did a good job not letting that car slide back up onto the racetrack.
So we'll see if anyone else is involved or if this is just a single car incident. And it's Sheldon Creed with major damage. The champion and the leader of this race has the left side all torn up.
Yeah, that's going to necessitate a trip to pit road for sure for Sheldon Creed. Had no idea that he was involved in that situation with Kevin Hinkle.
And Hinkle was 3 laps down. Let's watch. And Hinkle just slides up.
I really don't think that Hinkle realized that Sheldon was approaching because it looked like the right front tire was up on that car. It wasn't a flat tire. I don't know, from that angle, it really looked like that Kevin had a lot of wheel into that car, so maybe he did have some sort of an issue, maybe a low tire. You see, obviously.
Herbst on the bottom, Self is going to try to split him. They make slight contact. Herring spins halfway. Now he's going around. Caution. Drew Herring dominated this race. Takes some slight contact. And he's come to a stop.
Kevin, I think he's going to be fine. There's a little bit of contact. He's going to stay on the lead lap.
Here it is again.
You saw the 18 of Riley Herbst pull down the block. Michael Self went through the middle. Then he and the 19 of Drew Herring made contact. It got Drew up into the loose stuff a little bit. Drew did a nice job not getting into the outside wall any more than he did. Jumped in the throttle to keep that car from sliding back up on the racetrack.
He almost saved it. Here it is one more time after they make that first contact. Goes halfway around, tries to hang on to it, can't quite get it done. Caution number 5.
That steering wheel.
Robach coming back. Self gonna make it 3 wide. Contact. Decker goes around into the grass. Caution number 6 as Self squeezed just barely in front. And more problems on the racetrack.
It didn't look like Cody Robach could hold his car down. He made contact with Natalie and around she went. She was doing such a great job there in that battle for the lead.
Battling with Self and Robaugh. First it was Robaugh, but then Self. Look at it again.
You see the run that Michael Self has. Cody Robach's trying to get by on the inside and just could not hold his car down. Natalie had to give Michael Self some room up on the outside. Cody Robaugh may not have realized that. Thought she would move up the racetrack a little bit more. She didn't, and they made the contact.
How much she can do there, is there?
No, there sure wasn't.
Creed in that damaged car. He sweeps into third, and Glasson is going to come around too. Glasson in the top 5, and we've got 2 more into the wall. It's Zane Smith and Gus Dean.
Yeah, there was contact between the 32 of Gus Dean, and that took Zane Smith out. Zane had nowhere to go. Here's 18 of Riley Herbst. Obviously some damage to Riley. You see some smoke. That may have been who the contact was with. Riley Herbst and the 32 of Gus Dean, and just caught up the 41 of Zane Smith.
3 really good cars.
See Gus Dean moving around in that 32 car.
That's good to see. Zane Smith is already out. We see a lot of movement from Gus, trying to get unbuckled. And this has brought out the yellow for the 7th time now. So on board with Gus Dean. I think there's significant damage to Riley Herbst.
You know, these guys just last race of the season want a good run to send them off into the off season. Take another look. Watch the contact between the 18 and the 32. And then again, Zane Smith was just running along the high side with nowhere to go, absolutely nowhere to go. They just ran out of room racing into turn number 3. I don't think Riley realized that the 32 of Gus Dean was down there because he turned left, made contact with Gus.
Yeah, he had the momentum with Alfredo in front of him, so he was sliding down to keep from hitting him.
Yeah, I think Riley was going to try to go underneath the 40 of Alfredo. Did not realize that Gus Dean was there.
Is challenging Self for second, and Munter is in the wall. Restarted in 7th in position for her best finish ever, and she made contact, and then significant contact with the wall.
You see the left front tire is flat, but a lot of damage to the right rear corner of that Vegan Strong Toyota. Looking for possibly her best career finish here. I really hate that for Leilani.
And caution number 8 with 13 laps to go.
See the right front tire is flat also.
Natalie Decker just ahead of her.
I'm not sure. I couldn't tell if there was any contact or not, Kevin. But she was riding along there. Natalie was far enough away from her. There was no contact from Natalie. There it is right there. Just the slightest of a nudge from the 18 of Riley Herbst,
who just was involved in caution number 7 with Gus Dean and Zane Smith. So Herbst also involved in caution number 8. Here's his on board. We'll get a better look.
you could hear his car got a little bit loose. He had to chase it up the hill and then just made the slightest contact. And when he did, it got Leilani sideways, and then he made significant contact and turned.